think I just found my favorite movie to watch on Thanksgiving. Welcome back, everybody. My name is Caleb, and I love diving just a little bit deeper into our favorite TV shows and movies. If you can relate, consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss a single video. I do movie reviews, reactions, all that kind of stuff. If you're into that kind of stuff, you'll definitely enjoy my channel. Today we're going to talk about Thanksgiving, a kind of like slasher, kind of like similar to Scream film, and I have a lot to say about this one, so let's dive in. So the movie is set around like a group of friends, and it starts off with like this kind of Black Friday day gone wrong, and people are actually killed, and just the whole spirit of Thanksgiving in general is just kind of tainted. It's not very the same as it is the year after that. And so we kind of get a killer, as you know you do in these typical horror slasher movies, that decides, hey, I'm gonna decide to kill everyone and not tell them until the very end. And it's exactly kind of what happens. You get the whole circle friend group, and they all have like their own little special thing about them. You get one cool kill after the next, which it also adds in a lot of cool like mystery sequences and just like a lot of elements from the original Scream, which I definitely really enjoyed. Going into some specifics, I talked about how like the Black Friday day that they have in this is kind of like the whole setup for this movie. And essentially what happens, it's kind of blown a little bit out of proportion, but it's okay because, you know, it's one of those slasher movies where like nothing is realistic. They have like this whole Black Friday sale, and there are these kids that like I think like is like the owner's daughter and like their friends, and they're like getting early deals and stuff, and they see them in this window. And the people that are waiting outside for Black Friday to start, they're you know, they're waiting. They're already mad. And they eventually push over this thing, and it just goes berserk. There's people punching each other. There's people, I think even like a lady like gets her hair, like someone hits her, she's pretty much already dead, but then her hair gets wrapped up in like a grocery cart wheel and just pops off. What? I mean, like, that's the kind of stuff you see in, like ridiculous stuff that you see in Scream, so it was definitely right up my alley, but it's just kind of insane, you know? So this then leads into the next year where our killer is kind of punishing those people, and we come to find out that the lady that I actually just mentioned she was going to leave who she was currently with to start a family with our killer, who is actually the cop, which I totally did not see coming, because the way they kind of orchestrated it made it seem like our main character, she kind of has like two boys like fighting for her attention, and it kind of feels like it's gonna be one of them, and it's not at all. And that's just one of my favorite things about this movie, is that it never felt predictable at all. Every time I was looking at this, I was like, I don't know what's gonna happen next. I couldn't tell you. Like, sure, there were some typical like little scenes in there where it was like, okay, you're gonna get that, but at what point are you gonna get that? And the ending honestly went on for a little bit longer than I thought it was going to, but it wasn't one of those where I was like waiting for it to end. Like, it was very like, it was thought out, played out well, and then ended well. You know what I mean? I do want to take a quick moment to just talk about the actual like murderer and just the design that they picked for him. He has like a very like pilgrim just look to him, and it's honestly like really creepy, if I'm being honest, because in history, pilgrims aren't just like known as this like super cuddly like creature. Like, it's not like something kids love, like Santa Claus, you know? Pilgrims are seen as just, you know, these group of people. And to see the pilgrim and you don't really see his eyes too much, and the weird like plastic mask that has like no expression, a lot of those work for me. There's a specific scene where at the very end where one of our people escape, and he's just like he's in this hallway, and he's just chopping down like what, like from here to here to here to here, and it's like, that was one of my favorite moments, because you could just feel the pure rage behind his mask, and I was like, yeah, this is what I came here for. I also just like the inventiveness of this movie. It definitely borrows some of its core elements from like the Scream franchise and other slashers, but it also like does some little original things in here, which I definitely really enjoyed. The movie also never like feels dense. A lot of the characters that they introduced, they established pretty early on, and they kind of have some like stereotypes and stuff. Just one quick side note, they have Addison Rae in this movie, which I saw some of the trailers and I didn't even notice that she was in this movie. But that's pretty fun, I guess. But the whole kind of like cast of characters that they have are pretty fun to be around. Some of them are kind of cliches, but also some of them are just kind of like not cliches, and you kind of have like a little bit of mix. But our main character, she's actually pretty likable, and I in my audience at least, the moment when she grabs the one gun, is able to defend herself, people were actually like, yeah, let's go. And I don't know, that was pretty cool, I guess. Overall, this is just a fun slasher. It's not often we get a good slasher film that doesn't just feel like another rehash of something we've seen. And to be honest, for years now, whenever people are like, oh, you're gonna watch a Christmas movie on Thanksgiving? Well, no, now I'm gonna watch this Thanksgiving movie on Thanksgiving. And it feels like, I know we have like The Great Pumpkin from the Charlie Brown, but this is literally a movie called Thanksgiving. And now we have this, and this is a great one to watch on Thanksgiving. You know, perfectly has to do with, I would say it perfectly has to do with Thanksgiving, but you know, it's a horror movie, so do with that what you will. But I definitely recommend you guys go see this, and drop down a comment if you did see this. What are your thoughts on the movie? Is this, do you think this could possibly bring some more slashers alive? I know the slasher movies are kind of hot right now with Scream, like the whole Scream series still kind of going on. So I would love to see more slashers other than Scream, and like some more original concepts. So let me know what you all thought about this movie, and until next time, guys, peace.